Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly while others struggle despite working tirelessly? The truth is, financial success is not a product of luck or chance. It is the direct consequence of your level of financial education. Many people sacrifice their most valuable asset, their time, working in low-paying jobs, hoping to find the secret to wealth. Yet, they neglect the very foundation that determines their success or failure: their financial intelligence. Without it, you are playing a game blindfolded. Today, we are going to unveil the 12 immutable laws of finance. These are the rules that impact your life whether you know them or not. Ignoring them prevents success. Mastering them opens the door to wealth. Are you ready to develop your financial IQ? Let's begin. Law number 1. Parkinson's Law. If you ask a person with low income if they need more money, they will obviously say they don't have enough. But here is the paradox. If you ask someone with a high salary, they often say the exact same thing. Why? Because Parkinson's Law states that expenses always rise to meet income. This explains why lottery winners, or famous athletes, who suddenly earn millions, often end up bankrupt. They increased their lifestyle to match their new income without increasing their financial education. Earning more money does not solve financial problems if your mindset remains poor. You must learn to manage what you have now. Stick to a budget and control your expenses, or you will be inevitably absorbed by a lifestyle that destroys your future wealth. Law number 2. The time value of money. As Warren Buffett famously said, the best time to invest was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. In the world of finance, time and money are intrinsically linked. This law establishes that $1 today is worth more than $1 tomorrow. Why? Because of its potential to generate future benefits? If you receive $1,000 today and invest it at a 10% annual return, it grows. Waiting a year to receive that same money means you have lost the opportunity for that growth. Every moment you hold on to idle cash without investing it, you are losing potential returns. Time is the most powerful ally of your money. Do not waste it. Law number 3. The Pareto Principle, or the 80-20th rule. Robert Kiyosaki once said that poverty is simply the accumulation of hours poorly invested. This law suggests that 80% of your results come from only 20% of your efforts. In finance, this means the majority of your wealth will likely come from a small fraction of your investments or activities. The goal is not to work harder, but to work efficiently. You must identify that critical 20% that generates the most value. Ironically, those who work the longest hours are often the poorest, because they dedicate their time to low-valued tasks. To build wealth, you must shift your focus. Develop skills that maximize your income per hour, and turn those productive moments into your main source of revenue. Law number 4. The law of compound interest. Albert Einstein called it the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. This is the engine behind massive fortunes. Consider Warren Buffett. His vast wealth isn't just due to stock picking, but to the snowball effect of compound interest over decades. He started with a few $1,000s and grew it to over $100 billion. It works by reinvesting your earnings. When your interest earns interest, your wealth grows exponentially, not linearly. Whether in the stock market or a business, the key is consistency and time. The sooner you start, the larger your snowball becomes. Law number 5. Risk and profitability. The first rule of wealth is never to lose money. However, this law dictates that if you seek higher returns, you must inevitably assume higher risks. There is no such thing as a free lunch. Be wary of promises of overnight riches or incredible gains with zero effort. These are usually scams. You must find a balance. Evaluate your risk profile and choose financial instruments that allow you to sleep at night. To minimize risk, you must educate yourself. Most people lose money, not because the market is rigged, but because they invest in things they do not understand. Knowledge is the best insurance policy against financial loss. Law number 6. The law of diversification. Never put all your eggs in one basket. This is the most effective way to protect your capital while seeking growth. But be careful. Do not over-diversify to the point where returns are diluted. A useful guide is the rule of 110. Subtract your age from 110. The result is the percentage of your portfolio that should be in variable income, like stocks, with the rest in fixed income. This adjusts your risk as you age. True diversification means investing across different sectors, industries, and countries. Many people think they are diversified because they own 5 different tech stocks. But if that sector falls, their entire portfolio collapses. Diversify efficiently to survive any storm. Law number 7. The law of saving. This is the pillar of personal finance. The golden rule is simple. Pay yourself first. Most people spend their income on bills and luxuries, saving only what is left over, which is usually nothing. Instead, immediately set aside at least 10% of your income the moment you receive it. Automate this transfer. You will learn to live on the remaining 90% without even noticing. But that saved capital will become the seed for your future investments. Law number 8. Debt and leverage. Debt is a double-edged sword. Poor financial management leads to bad debt, high interest, consumer credit that drains your future income. This is the debt that makes banks rich and you poor. However, the wealthy love debt. They use it as leverage. Good debt allows you to buy assets that generate cash flow greater than the cost of the loan. It is a powerful tool to accelerate wealth, but only if you have the education to handle it correctly. Law number 9. Opportunity cost. Every financial decision you make has a cost, not just in money, but in what you give up. Watching a movie for 2 hours costs you the knowledge you could have gained reading a finance book. Consider buying a car for $10,000. In 20 years, that car is worth 0. But if you had invested that same $10,000 in the S&P 500, it could have grown to $65,000. That loss of potential growth is your real opportunity cost. Law number 10. The law of inflation. Inflation is the silent killer of wealth. Historically averaging about 3% a year, it destroys your purchasing power. What you could buy with $5,000 a century ago now costs $50,000. Holding cash is a losing strategy because its value evaporates over time. You must invest in assets that appreciate faster than inflation. The S&P 500, with an average 10% return, not only protects your money, but grows it in real terms. Law number 11. Reversion to the mean. Markets fluctuate, but over the long term, returns tend to move back to their historical average. In the short term, even an amateur might get lucky and beat the market. But over time, 90% of active traders fail to beat the market average. Do not try to guess the future or chase trends. Understanding that markets revert to the mean helps you stay calm during volatility and stick to a long-term strategy. Finally, law number 12. The law of prudent spending. You can predict a person's future by looking at how they spend their money today. There are only 2 ways to build capital: earn more or spend less. While earning more depends on external factors, spending is 100% within your control. We live in a consumerist society designed to make you spend on things you don't need. Resisting this urge is a discipline you must master. Prudent spending is not about being cheap. It is about efficiency. It is about stopping the cycle of working, earning, and accumulating debt. Without this discipline, no amount of income will ever be enough to make you wealthy. These 12 laws govern the world of money. Ignorance of them leads to struggle, while mastery leads to freedom. Apply these principles, educate yourself, and let your money work for you. Your financial success is in your hands.